Welcome, everybody. Glad you're here today. Great to have you in class and to be spending a Saturday with you. So we'll start in an upright seat. Find yourself comfortable. I like to put blocks underneath my bum. This just gives me a little more lift and allows my pelvis to lean forward and bringing my weight forward. If you find that you're sitting and you're kind of hunching your shoulders, then I'd like you to sit on something. I prefer 2 blocks to 1. You could put those blocks together to make a bigger seat. Allow your knees to come forward, and really it's just your tailbone that's resting on the blocks. And you'll shift all the way forward and maybe even getting your knees to the floor. Or you can even put some blocks underneath you. Yeah, just lean all the way forward. Exactly. And then lift your shoulders up to your ears and drop them down. Do that again. Lift them up, scrunch them at the top, build tension, and then drop your shoulders. Do that 2 more times. Lift them up, drop them, lift them up, and drop them. Good. Let your hands rest on your thighs. Palms can be down, palms can be up, whatever feels free of distraction. And if it feels safe to close your eyes, you can close your eyes. All of the things I'm doing today will be verbal. So there's really nothing you have to see. But if you don't want to close your eyes, you can always just settle your eyes on the floor or the wall. Find one unmoving point. When we close the eyes or settle the eyes, it's a way to remove the distraction because we pick up a lot of stimulus with our eyes. Our senses, think of the senses like wild horses. They run free, they run wild. And so we use this practice as an opportunity to draw the senses inward and to remove some of that stimulus. So start by noticing your physical seat, where your bum is touching the floor or the blocks. Feel the sensation of your hands resting on your legs, and just notice these points of contact. Notice your physical presence right where you are. The first practice that we'll do is what I call a sighing practice. And it's really simple. The purpose and intention of a sighing practice is to take a breath in and then to make an audible sighing sound out. And we'll do that anywhere from 5 to 10 times. It does not have to be in unison. But what I do want is for that exhale to be audible, meaning you need to be able to hear it, and try to slow the exhale down as much as you can. So take a breath in through your nose. Keep going. Ah. 3 more. One more. And then just allow the breath to move naturally in and out. And notice the physical shift. Personally, I feel physically different after I do that a few times. So just notice yourself moving and changing. And be with it. Just to create a little bit of movement, start to move your torso in some circles. It doesn't matter which direction, you're just creating a churning in your middle section. Imagine that you were a spatula scraping the edges of a big bowl. You're just moving your body in some circles. It doesn't matter how big or small, fast or slow. It could be dramatic. It could be really subtle. You're just creating some movement to break up any stagnant energy in your low back or your butt, your thighs, your shoulders or your neck, just moving the body. And then notice when it feels like a natural thing to just move in a different direction, just generating some gentle movement. And then make your way back up to a neutral position. We'll do some box breathing. In box breathing, we're creating 4 even sided breaths. Inhale, a hold at the top of the breath, an exhale, and a hold on empty at the bottom of the breath. We'll take 5 rounds. You don't have to do anything except breathe. I will be keeping count and I'll be leading the breath. So start by taking just a normal breath in, a normal breath out, empty all of that breath out, and then breathe in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, breathe out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, breathe in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, breathe out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, breathe in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, breathe out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, breathe in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, breathe out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, breathe in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, breathe out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Normal breath in, normal breath out. Take a moment, notice how you feel, and be with it. Drop your chin to your chest and roll your head from side to side. Just some gentle rocking motion from side to side, one ear to shoulder to the other ear to shoulder. And gently lift your head back up to neutral. Lift the crown of your head up. Next, we'll move into Marma therapy practice. Marma points are an Ayurvedic version of acupressure points. They're centers on the body that hold energy, and we just use our hands to activate these centers. So start with your left hand and place it over the center of your chest. Your palm just placed right over that mid center. And then your right hand goes on the crown of your head, your palm right over that swirl of hair. If there's a ponytail or something on the top of your head, you could just rest your hand right on top, but it's just right at the crown. Relax your shoulders and your elbows a little bit. Don't build up too much tension. And the flow of energy moves from the right hand into the left. So imagine that you're sending energy from the right hand into the left hand. And just that gentle pressure on the center of your chest and the crown of your head. And your steady stream of breath. Sending from the right into the left. And now the left hand stays over the center of the chest. You don't move that hand, but your right hand will move down to the center of your forehead. Place your palm at the center of your forehead where your third eye is, and let your fingers just rest on your scalp, sending from the right into the left. Gentle, steady stream of breath in and out. The left hand stays right where it is over the center of your chest, and now it meets the right hand. Your right hand presses on top of left, so both hands are at center of the chest, sending from the right into the left. Gentle stream of breath. Now, left hand moves down your body over your belly button, and the right hand goes on top. Send from the right into the left. Right hand moves down about 2 inches over your bladder. Left hand goes around you, and you place your palm on your tailbone. So you're holding yourself in between your hands. Right hand over the bladder, left hand over your tailbone. Send from the right into the left. We'll finish this portion with our gratitude practice. Bring both of your hands back to front. Take your left middle finger and place it right over your top lip, right between your nose and your top lip. And just gentle pressure. With your right hand, bring your thumb and forefinger to touch in wisdom mudra and let the back of your hand rest on your thigh with your fingers facing up. And then we create the mudra we call a smile. Lift the corners of your mouth and smile on your body. All health and healing stem from gratitude towards self. Every day, your body rallies for you. So smile on your cells and organs and find the appreciation for your own vessel. One more full breath in. Let it go. Reach both arms up over your head. Take a big full stretch. Interlace all 10 fingers. Flip your palms to the ceiling. Root down through your sitting bones and press your palms up. Rest your hands back on your thighs. We'll finish with our elemental meditation. We take this elemental meditation as a reminder that we are the elements so that we see outside of us in the world. These elements are also inside of us. And so begin with either your eyes closed or finding one unmoving point to place your gaze. And imagine that you were sitting on a mound of rich red magenta earth. Your hips are heavy, and this red earth comes up to meet you. The earth holds you. You become an empty vessel, and you call this mineral-rich red magenta earth into your body for 3 breaths. You thank the earth, and you put it back. Sitting on your mound of rich red earth, now surrounded by circling, nourishing blue water. You become an empty vessel, and you call this circling, nourishing blue water into your body for 3 breaths. You thank the water, and you put it back. Sitting on your mound of rich red earth, surrounded by circling, nourishing blue water, and now surrounded by a wall of golden yellow fire. You become an empty vessel, and you call this golden yellow fire into your body for 3 breaths. You thank the fire, and you put it back. Still sitting on your mound of rich red earth, surrounded by circling, nourishing blue water, surrounded by a wall of golden yellow fire, and now covered in a dome of sparkling white air. And when the sun shines, the air sparkles like diamonds. You become an empty vessel, and you call this sparkling white air into your body for 3 breaths. You thank the air, and you put it back. Our final element is ether. Ether is the space. And we don't call ether into our body because we are made up of mostly ether. And so we thank the ether, the space. You are a combination of the elements made manifest. What you see outside in the world, you are that. You are a combination of those elements. Reach your arms up over your head. We'll take a gentle twist. Bring your left hand to your right thigh. Bring your right fingertips behind you. Tent your fingers on the floor. lift yourself up and gently turn your torso in the direction of your right shoulder. Keep your torso in the twist. Turn only your chin to face forward. Both arms reach back up. Twist to the left. Bring your right fingertips to your thigh. Left fingertips tent behind you. Lift yourself up and turn your torso in the direction of your left shoulder. Keep your torso in the twist. Turn your chin to face forward. Both arms up. Inhale. Twist to the right. Exhale. Arms up. Inhale. Twist left. Arms up. To the right. Arms up. To the left. Both arms up. Take a breath. Bring your hands to your thighs. Move in some circles. Just turn your torso in one direction. You could move your neck, your shoulders. Really make these movements creative and intuitive. And when it feels natural, you'll move in a different direction. Today we'll begin in child's pose. Make your way to child's pose. You can come off your blocks. There are a couple of ways you can do this. One is child's pose and one is called puppy pose. In child's pose, open your knees. Everyone take a block. Bring 1 or 2 blocks with you. Open your knees. Drop your booty back to your heels. And then come down to your forearms and place the block under your forehead. Another way to do this is to keep your butt up and just bring that block in front of you and come down to your forearms without bringing your booty back. And you can wiggle from side to side. Sometimes it feels really nice to bring a little bit of motion into your child's pose by just wiggling your hips from side to side. Calm, deep breaths in and out of your nose. Full breath in. Slow breath out. Make your way to all fours and move through some rounds of cat and cow. Drop your belly, lift the center of your chest, and then press the floor away to round your upper back. You can move in any direction, at any pace that feels natural to you. You can take these movements into the sides of your body. Circle your neck and your tailbone. Find an element of creativity and curiosity. Other things you can try on are rotating your fingers to face your knees. This is going to create a new sensation in your forearms. You might do it 1 hand at a time, 2 hands at a time, or maybe not at all because it just doesn't feel right to you. Try this. Take your right leg out to the side like a kickstand. Like a bicycle kickstand, take your leg out to the side with your foot on the floor, just like that. Ground your whole foot so that your heel is on the floor. Good. And then see how it feels to point your toes towards the sky. This creates a different sensation inside of your thigh. You can wiggle around, move front and back. When you feel like you've had enough on this side, you'll pull your leg in and you'll take your bicycle kickstand on the other side. You'll take your left leg out with your foot on the floor. You might try pointing your toes to the ceiling and see what kind of sensation that brings up. When you feel ready, you can pull your leg back in. Take a little more movement, a couple more rounds of cat and cow. And then meet me on your belly. Slide forward to your belly, cross one forearm over the other forearm, and rest your head on the backs of your arms or your hands. Wiggle your hips from side to side. And then point your toes towards the ceiling and windshield wipe your heels from side to side. And when you're ready, bring your feet back to the floor and just be here for a moment. Slow breath in, slow breath out. Half frog. Turn your right knee out to the side to create a 90-degree bend in your knee, and then flex your foot. You can keep your forehead resting on your hands or your arms. You could even use a block as a pillow if it's not quite enough. And if you're wearing glasses, you might consider taking them off just to make sure they're not rubbing against your face in a funny way. And we'll be here for a while. In this class, we move slow. We hang out in the poses. You might find yourself drifting off into a yoga sleep. And if that's the case for you, just let yourself go. Okay. Slow, present breath. Almost like a baby's breath. Soft and sweet. Those are just people playing with the windows because those are such fun things to play with. Take a breath in and a breath out, and slowly begin to bring your right leg back to meet your left. Point your toes to the ceiling and windshield wipe your feet from side to side. When you're ready, you'll move into left side half frog. Your knee turns out with a bend in your knee. Flex your foot. It might feel different on this side. So just let it be whatever it is. One more slow breath in and a slow breath out. Bring your left leg to meet your right. Bend your knees, point your toes. Windshield wipe your heels from side to side. From here, we'll move into supported Sphinx pose. Take your block and bring it in front of you and come up to your forearms. So your forearms are underneath you, about shoulder width apart. And then take the block and put it on either the tallest setting or the second setting, and rest your forehead under the block. And this creates a really gentle back bend. Let your feet fall to the floor. Justin, can you come up to your forearms so that they're underneath you and you're lifted up? Mhm. So more like this. Yeah. And if it feels good, you can wiggle your hips from side to side. We're here for about 5 more breaths. One more full breath in. Slow breath out. When you're ready, lift your forehead off the block. Press yourself back up to all fours. Come back into child's pose or puppy pose for just a couple of breaths. Either stay here or take a couple more rounds of cat and cow. Do you want stillness or do you want some movement? Just notice what your body needs right in this moment and respond to it. We'll meet together in a seat, in a wide leg seat, legs open in the shape of a V. So you'll make your way to your booty. Take your right hand, put it underneath your butt cheek and your thigh, pull your butt cheek out and lean forward, and then take your other hand, bring your other butt cheek out, pull it forward so the weight comes to the front of your pelvis. You might want to be on the floor for this, but you can decide. Grab your blocks, put them on the second setting, right in front of you, about shoulder width apart. Hands on the blocks, lean forward just a bit. This might be plenty for you. For other people, forearms to the blocks. For some, blocks up on the taller setting. You can bring your elbows to the blocks, bring your palms to touch, and point your fingers up. And for others, there might be a lower setting or maybe no blocks, bringing forearms to the floor. It's really just about the amount of sensation. Everyone lift the center of your chest. Yeah, and then lean forward from your pelvis. So you're not hunching or rounding your shoulders. So you might not go back that far. Another option is to put your hands behind you. That might be plenty. You can put the blocks behind you here. Mhm. Put your hands on the blocks. And if you want more sensation, you might take your legs a little wider. And if it feels good to rock from side to side, might bring in some gentle movement. We're here for about 5 more breaths. Slowly come up. Bring your blocks to the right side and frame your knee with your blocks. So you've got one block on either side of your knee. Pull your left foot to the inside of your right thigh. You can bring your hands to the blocks. You might even take the blocks a little wider and gently lean in towards your leg. Another option is to put your hands on your shin or somewhere else along your leg. And some people might want to reach for their foot. And that's an option too. But we use the blocks as a substitute for the floor. So think of the blocks as a way to bring the floor closer to you. We're just playing with sensation. Long, calm breath. Full breath in. Soft breath out. Slowly come up and take the other side. Left leg out, right foot in. Use your blocks to either frame your knee with your hands, your forearms. You can touch your leg, or maybe on this side, you reach your foot. Slow breath in. Slow breath out. Gently lift yourself up. Put your hands behind you and your feet on the floor. And windshield wipe your knees in unison from side to side. Make your way to lie down. Pull your knees to your chest, put one hand on each knee, and just roll around a little bit. Give yourself a little low back massage, just rolling against the floor. Land your left foot on the floor, cross your right ankle over your left knee. If it feels like it's hard to keep your knee on your ankle, your ankle on your knee, you can put the strap around your ankle and gently use that strap to keep it on your knee. Another option is to float your left foot off the floor, interlace your fingers or a strap around your left thigh, and pull your thigh towards you. And a third option is that we put some blocks underneath your foot, and we can do it that way. Okay. You're okay. Should have stated myself. There we go. It happens. If you want to, you can rest your arms. Be honest. If your feet are on blocks, you'll want to move them when we do this next part. Keep your ankle on your knee. Open your arms into the shape of a T and roll your hips all the way over to the left until your right foot lands on the floor. So you're turning this into a twist. Good. And then if it feels okay, you might look over your right fingertips. Full breath in, slow breath out. Roll everything back to the center. Pull your knees to your chest. Just roll around a little bit. Break up any tension. And we'll move into the other side. Now your right foot lands on the floor or blocks. Left ankle crosses over right knee, maybe with a strap to keep your ankle on your knee. Or maybe you float your right foot off the floor, capture your thigh, and pull it towards you. And we'll move this into a twist. Remove the blocks from underneath you first. Roll your hips over to the right until your left foot lands on the floor. And then you might look over your left shoulder or fingertips. Wonderful. Here. Good. Full breath in, slow breath out. Roll back to the center, pull your knees to your chest, and then we'll move into supported bridge and waterfall pose. Put one block in each of your hands with your feet on the floor. Press your feet down, lift your hips up, and then slide the blocks underneath you, just like that. You can start with your feet on the floor. This might feel nice. You could move into taking your feet off the floor by floating your feet towards the ceiling to hover over your hips. Your arms can go behind you or by your sides. You can point and flex your feet, circle your ankles, anything that feels good to you here. Wiggle your hips from side to side. Other things that you can play with, put your feet on the floor and slide your right foot forward to straighten your right leg with your toes pointing up and your heel on the floor. And then if you want to, you can see what it feels like to slide your other leg forward and either do this one leg at a time or maybe both at the same time. You can vacillate between feet on the floor, straight legs, feet to the sky. We've got plenty of time to play. About another minute. You can stay on the blocks a little longer or meet me in Happy Baby. If you're ready for Happy Baby, take the blocks out from underneath you. Pull your knees to your chest and reach for the outer edges of your feet or your ankles, or you can just keep your hands on your knees. Just roll around a little bit. And now it's time for Shavasana, final resting pose. Options for Shavasana, you can put blocks under your knees. This is really nice if there's any strain whatsoever. You can starfish, take your arms and your legs wide. Another option is to roll over to your side or to your belly because it doesn't feel good for everyone to lay on their back. So find a resting pose that works for you. The practice of Shavasana is a practice of doing nothing. And that is not always easy, but it is simple. Take a long, slow, easy breath in. Slowly empty it out. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Circle your ankles and your wrists. Reach your arms back, point your toes for a full body stretch. Pull your knees to your chest, and if it's comfortable to you, roll over to your favorite side. Use your arm under your ear like a pillow. And in your own gentle way, meet me in a seat with your hands resting on your legs, eyes closed or your eyes soft. Take this final moment of your practice and notice how you feel. You don't have to call it anything or name it. Be in the practice of noticing. Press your palms together at the center of your chest. Bring your thumbs to the center of your forehead and bow your head towards your heart. Find a moment of gratitude for yourself, for the practice, and for each other. In honor of each and every one of you and this practice that we share, I bow to you, my friends, and I thank you for making it to your mat today. Take your time getting up.